Something we have been seeing on these Visages, though, is that the Aghanim Scepter, the silent as the grave effect coming into play. So curious to see if Zai makes it a fairly higher priority to go for that. His bottom lane, but Man is going to go down. First blood will come out for the side of Xtreme Gaming. There you go. Pretty easy escape for Mickey in the end. Now he also has that Astral Step, so ganking the Void Spirit is really an impossible task at this point in the game, it seems like. But bottom lane, speaking of ganking, it's going to be a 3-man gank coming up for Xtreme. Insania getting some response from Drow. Nice job with the disruption as well. The turn on the DY is, no, it's not going to be enough. Yes, it is in the end. Insania with the poison.
It almost feels like they're on the clock in their eyes, right? They want to get 6 first on the centaur, otherwise he gets pushed out of lane by the Drow. So I understand the pressure, but it's a little bit hard to find. However, the jump in, the stomp follow-up, beautiful turn, gets rid of the Drow. PYW makes sure the rotation isn't for nothing. Yeah, I think one of the nice things about Drow is you can kind of offset some of that farm loss by just getting level 6, right? Because that's going to enable you to farm a little bit faster because you get those free stats. Not going to get 6 for free in this game, I'm afraid. PYW showing you exactly why Marcy is picked so bloody much, but the turnaround's going to come in. Nice drag back, the Dissimulate follow-up as well. A lot of damage here, but the Stampede able to break them off, and Boxy now turned upon here. Too much damage coming out from the Disco Pony. It's a double kill for Paparazzi, and that is exactly why Leshrac is a pain in the ass.
Coming in. 11. Speaking of being in the area, he's got plenty of backup, including this 3-player smoke for Xtreme, and they found Initiation. They find Shadow Demon. That's going to be a free kill. Can they get more?
A chase on in. Stampede comes through. Maybe they can find it. The toss back just in time. But Timberman thought he was safe to get out, but XG just so quick and vicious on these counter rotations.
We do see, by the way, Shadow Demon and Insania prioritizing the shard for the Demonic Cleanse. So Demonic Cleanse now online for Insania, but you know, kind of really just goes to show you how, I don't know if that's an item he goes for necessarily, if they're ahead as, oh, speaking of being behind, Zai, he's going to feel it as he drops the 5-player gank from Xtreme.
And the one at the bottom is the key to cracking XG's lineup. But I just, XG are just playing too clean right now.
Visage Drow, great combo, great, you know, physical presence, especially of these auto attacks. Well, an item that's pretty good against that KP is a Crimson Guard. And sure enough, Centaur, he prioritized that understandably early on. He now has a Hooded Defiance as well. And this is a setup from XG. We got defense here at the tier 2.
Jump in. Centaur is going to be dragged in. Can't get away from Echo Slam follow-up. Looks beautiful, but not good enough. We'll at least get the eye, but they want Paparazzi. If the chase continues, they need to be careful about this, though. And Lou, you can see he's just going to front line, turn around on him and push him away. So we'll get the space. A good initiation out of Liquid, but we're hoping for more there, which is why they're still pursuing. However, they are not enough to find it. They just got the scan. Paparazzi's hesitant, though. They don't see anyone out on the map, so they already knew the smoke was coming as a result of that. And now they have to contend with Old 11 leading the way. Oh, that shard you mentioned on Drow could be big here. Keith, XG, if they can get on top of it. The jump is going to come in on the Leshrac. Looks like it should be a burst down, but the turnaround. Echo Slam to try and start around upon him, but Marcy, chased down on the side, is going to fall. And now Centaur will look to walk away. But here comes the turnaround. Morphly moves in, and Breaky, can he do this on his own?
I don't think he can. That was a very risky play right there. Lou is going to have to get back. The gust will be avoided, thankfully, for Lou. Kind of goes back to the amount of the silences, especially with the Zags coming out for Void Spirit that he has now. The amount of stuns, crowd control in general that Liquid has. These cores of Xtreme certainly could use that, and so he's working on it as we see initiation here on Visage.
Jump in here. Looks like they should be able to get it easy, you'd think, but once again, Drow on the high ground, that damage coming out, the heal reduction just too much overwhelms them. Lou look to run away. That means he's going to be leaving some teammates behind. Io's dropped as well. Follow-up is looking good, and Liquid are clawing their way back into this game.
And Ags on Void Spirit is doing work. Now, as I say this, Mickey needs backup. He needs support, getting a disruption to dissimulate away. He'll dissimulate. He'll be fine. Paparazzi in pursuit. The fissure from Lou. It does connect from the Morphling. However, PYW went too far. The disruption save. It's not enough. He's down for 50 seconds. Doesn't have buyback. Down goes Shadow Demon. And Lou is going off on this Morphling now. Paparazzi, I suppose he's doing plenty too. The Pulse Nova active and using that BKB for the first time. Zai will run. And what was another great fight initially for Liquid. Now they're going to 5-player smoke and wrap around. This could catch Liquid off guard. Now Zai does have a familiar in front. try to protect them, but old 11 looking for that opening. As soon as he sees somebody, he's going to be jumping in, catches the Visage, immediate gust comes out, the Crimson Guards put up as well. Marcy will jump in, but she got stunned immediately by the Fissure, and down she goes to Simulate on board. Centaur's locked out in the midst of the fight. He ain't tanky enough.
Gonna back away now. He gets the Stampede out just before dying. DY should be able to escape the tree line. Maybe not. Can't get away quick enough. Too much damage and the control good. Liquid punished the attempt by XG. I think like Zai has actually been really key in them recovering this game. Like if you think about from the rotations where they couldn't punish him, right? He kept getting out when he should have died. It's kind of funny to think how he's slowly become the badass of the game. After the start of his game just kind of looked ass, right? Like he was the poorest core for a long time. Yeah. His relevance wasn't felt, but confidence is starting to search for this guy, and you can see that XG, they can't initiate on him. Nice Manta dodge out from Matsu. Does bait in the Centaur. No, we'll look to follow this up. Down to half HP. Paparazzi has to dive in with the BKB activated. Matumman chased onto here. Aegis now gone. It is going to give the reset opportunity, and Shaker keeping back the reinforcements. But what can they do here? Breaky, do you think that they can actually make this work? It looks like it's going to backfire on them.
They're going in. They want to make this work. I with the relocate out the loose, setting his ground. Very strong center. Stop Zai in the midst of it. Talk about being tanky. He's himself with us. Kiros Morphly now being locked down. Do they have enough locked in to follow it up? Dissimulate on top. No, he's going to use it to get out actually over here. We see left strike the finally happening. Not the biggest one of the century, but a little bit of damage from Boxy, but it ain't going to be enough. Liquid's falling now, and Extreme pushing out. And they're also going to catch the Visage in the back. So they turn around. They realize Zai's still hanging around. It's going to be 4 dead. Shadow Demon, let's make it all 5. Double kill for Lou. That's it. And they were on the uphill defense. Morphing into the Drow, which, you know, a couple things. Not only the skill set of the Drow, of course, that it brings to the table. Arcane Rune bottled up. Looking to use that, but here we go. Third Roshan's up. That's what? They're all going over.
Ambitious to go in so freely like this, but Zai feels they can get him without being noticed, courtesy of the fact that he did get the Ags. So Silence the Grave, definitely a strong tool, but you can see XG looking for the back line, not able to find it. Stun comes down to Tomb, and Timberman does the follow-up damage here. The Silence as well. Centaur controlled, and no help on this dude whatsoever. He's going to get popped. PYW moving the BKB, but feels irrelevant up against Matumbaman. He tries to stand his ground, but now with the assistance of Paparazzi, maybe he can do it. Matumbaman, BKB running out, needs to get out of here, but it looks like it's going to be a bit too much to bear. Will get popped, and it looks like XG may be in decent position here, but the buybacks will scare them away. Yeah, it's Silence the Grave kind of... It feels like an appropriate name for this poor little IO. You saw how close he came to dying. It's just courtesy of this extra damage you put out with the familiars. I mean, Zai continues to be this absolute thorn in the side of XG. You can see they should be able to get their hands on the Aegis, but in exchange, Zai is doing a lot of damage in the base of the Chinese team here. They need to get back and defend.
Fantastic tool as well for the Leshrac to go with his shard that he also has. So,
oh my god, this is annoying.
A lot more damage.
This is so annoying. He's doing it again.
Yeah, it's Extreme Gaming having to understand how they have to address this. And well, right now they're going to be maybe caught off guard. The smoke play. Boxy was lining up a Fissure, not going to happen, but they smoke up the other side. We can have a clash.
Hey, we've seen the Shrike. We've been in before. Last time it didn't end well, but BKB at least comes out. It's going to be a Stampede chase in, but somehow the BKB able to back away. Follow through, at least find one. Shadow Demon down. Mike stunned for the moment, but able to back off. It's going to give a soft reset, and Matumbaman now looking to poke. XG may need to get out because the reinitiation comes through. Disco Pony gone. They're going to lose PYW as well. Matumbaman looks like he might forfeit his life to Lou, so it will be an exchange in the end, and one that actually now XG can take control of.
Yeah, buyback from Leshrac especially going to secure the fight for XG, and supporting Mickey and helping to keep him alive, and they kind of retreated. They did this fallback strategy after the Disco Pony, as you're saying, just ran at them with the BKB active, especially with the IO tethered up. You definitely did not want to fight into that, but as soon as it wore off, they turned, and speaking of turning, they're going to try to get Morphling off guard here with the lockdown. That's enough right there. What a blow up from the side of Team Liquid. Now they catch Leshrac. Can he get away?
He just pulled back. He can't afford to go down like this. This could cost them the whole game if they're not careful, but nice turnaround. The dieback comes out the other way. Beautiful jump by Old 11, gets rid of Mike, dead for 120 seconds, and they force Matumbaman to commit with his own buyback as well. They'll look to just get whoever they can out, because in the end, XG keep the key detail alive. Disco Pony lives to fight another day.
I don't know what to make of the results of these fights. I mean, especially with the dieback there, are of potential. We got a fourth Roshan, though.
Yep.
That could be the next key.
That's the bigger one. There's a wraparound coming in. Team Liquid are smoked and on the prowl. Zai, of course, with that third bird, plenty of lockdown here. If you don't get the BKB off, you're pretty much dead. Stun comes out, the 2 follow-up looking good as well. Morphling now in trouble, needs to get him out. BKB just in time. The reload pulls him away, though. Now Paparazzi in alone. Gonna turn on the Boxy first, takes out the Shaker. Looks like it's going to be a soft reset coming out, but the jumping from Marcy trying to stick on top of Matumbaman. The toss back as well. He can't get out of here. He's stuck in the middle with Paparazzi, and Drought is now dead. That's a dieback on Matumbaman. XG just may have gotten control of the pit.
Look at that massive splitter. Finally, they kill a Visage again. There's a no buyback on him. And this is the big opener that XG was looking for, with 2 dead on the side of Team Liquid. I don't know if it's absolutely the game-winning fight right there, but it's looking like XG is going to all but secure. And that simply wasn't enough. So great strategy, good execution from XG. And now they're trying to close out this game 1, KP.
50 seconds until at least Zaya's up to try and do some creep cutting, because it looks like Mike can't do it alone, and you can't even pray to Lord Jesus at this point, as XG are the one with multiple cheeses to work with. Neither support willing to die that easily. Stampede jumping comes through, and Insania will not even get to his fountain safely. Tier 4 soon to fall, and I think this game is going to be done. XG will be slowed down by the glyph, but we're still 40 seconds without a Drow. It looks like the Chinese team is going to win game 1 of this series. Although Boxy, oh, no. Let's not delude ourselves here, folks.
Hey, it was flashy, but it ain't gonna result in much, and eventually result in his death. But the absolute is true. The GG's come out, and game 1 is officially in the books here of this series to kick things off. So XG up 1-0 against Liquid again. There's a lot of matches to be played, not only throughout the month of October for all this TI11, but here, especially in this LCQ. I like Extreme Gaming when it comes to their laning phase, as well as just their aggressive potential play. But for now, going to go for last hits under the tower.
I don't know. Like, you can't do it then, right? Because you've got level 3. This is meant to be a moment where you see now the gloves are off, but you just lost them on the courier, so it just doesn't work anymore in DY. Nice jump in there, caught away from the wave. No assistance coming.
Pretty frustrating for him, but good job. Foxy able to pick it up right in front, as mentioned. Zai continuing to farm at the bottom, but old 11.
All sadness.
He's trying to live the easy hook setup. Well played by Insania to set up.
Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun being a play-by-play trying to commentate the lane of a Morphling? Like, whoa, oh, watching the health bars.
Like, always thinking there's potential. Oh, speaking of potential, PYW is in trouble here. Gonna shackle. Yeah, old 11 gonna stop after the fact, and Matumbaman's gonna fall. So there's that shackle coming into play. See at the top lane, a little bit of harassment on old 11, and more so he's found the other team at his own early vanguard. So they're going to be in tanky. I don't think they're going to try to make a play off of this, but well, okay, dismember.
Okay.
Not sure what the ultimate game plan is.
Oh, Tumblr Toy. There we go. That was the plan. Baited the team to rotate. We just weren't thinking in Matumba form. Waveform comes through though. Oh, the stomp before he can get the mirrored one out. Follow-up still going to be there, courtesy the cookie enabling them. Now, Shackles aren't going to come out quick enough. Matumbaman trapped in for the moment. Will eventually fall. But the setup is beautiful. 4 heroes are going to die on the side of XG, and all you had to lose was a punch.
They are setting up here in the mid lane. Mickey going to be on the tower. They do not want to give this up.
This is very confident old 11 to stand here like this. Very risky as well. The one creep is while saving him from risk here. They will be able to get the tower. Look to back up here. X going to come out. Jump into the call on the 2 from Zai. Wukong goes down. But the kiss is coming out. It's a kiss farewell to XG's members here. Old 11 moving in. Axe so ridiculously tanky in the midst of all this. All XG can do is retreat.
Big blink from Axe to start that off and allow the successful fight, for Team Liquid on top of the tower kill. And Monkey King, he got the Wukongs down, but it didn't matter as Mickey get the free kill on DY, and the Predator going to get another on Centaur. So even 2 more coming out of that. It felt like that should not have happened if you're XG, but it did. That was so interesting right there. They got scanned, by the way, and what I mean by that, XG scanned Liquid smoking over. So into the trees went Monkey King to scout it out, but Liquid didn't get close enough, so they weren't exposed. And now they're going for Road Shot. We got a big clash coming out. Old 11, he's running in, KP.
He's gonna get stunned up, slowed down, needs to get out of dodge quickly here. He used the Stampede a little bit too late, and he's gonna die as a result. Nice play by Mika. Is gonna follow up, moving in. The Wukongs doesn't give a damn. Zai's gonna go down. Morph able to sidestep and chase onto PYW. Matumban still living for it all, has got the dismember, is here to play, will take out the MK, and Paparazzi alone versus the world here, and it looks like the world is gonna run you down, but the hook comes through to save him, courtesy of a Team Liquid member. Yeah,
needing to figure out how best to address this. And I guess it kind of goes back to what I said from the beginning, that they need to get the individual pickoffs. And it starts with a play like this of a 4-player smoke bottom.
Turn around. They are going to find Matumban to open up on, the tankiest member. Don't want to fully commit here. Just poke and prod and slowly take him down. It looks like he should be able to do so. Zai jumping in with the call going to come out, though. And it looks like in the meantime, Mike is stunned up. Wukong's going to be dropped down, and Morphling needs to retreat. They at least kill off the IO, but now they're going to pay a price. Stuns are out once again on a Morph, and it looks like the mid laner of Liquid cannot get away.
And they took them a while to kill both the Pudge.
That's what's happening here. Look at the battle hunger plus the whip. The slow... Oh my god, what is this? They're like, Morphling's up in 10. They actually forced the reload out from that. And they're going to go.
I mean, why? Yeah, of course they're going to go. They're going to try to body them away because IO, he's going to be reload getting back in here in a second. Comes back in, and there's a dismember. So free kill.
Wow. I don't know. Like, it's impressive the way Liquid turned what should have been nothing into something, and now they are milking it. Once again, Centaur cannot move and play the game. No Stampede for 20, which means no way out of this pain.
I love it. The call into the pullback to the team support. It's so pretty to watch.
He's got another one.
Very well played. Is he going to get another? No, it's not.
Yeah,
the kiss is coming down, and he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. The kisses are enough. It's just kill after kill after kill. 3 in a row for Liquid, and now they're going for the tier 2.
It's more or less going to force immediate BKB usages, and from there, if Zai can walk away, you just reset and go in 10 seconds later. Smoke movement. Prowl, and it looks like Zai's going to lead the way in the high ground.
Slash rack. BKB is going to be activated immediately, though, so to that point, yeah, he gets it off in time, and Zai wasn't able to call. It's a good job with the sheep. Now the Shackle's locking. I'm more looking in the midst of the Wilcox man, and he's just dead. They couldn't keep him alive on the side of Liquid, and now it's in retreat mode. Zai, BKB is going to wear off soon. The chase is on for XG. The boundless strike on both, and both Axe and the other Titan will fall as well. That backfired big time.
Sorry, Breaky. He's getting there. The Roshan's almost in the box. We'll get him there by the second series. I love that Roshan. It's just a good piece. But no, so to kind of dissect the reasoning, in fact, we have to pause that because it might be a fight off the start. Old 11 couldn't blink forward, but they'll at least find a kill in the snap. Looks like the rest of Liquid should get away. Non-existent or bad, simply because, like, if you pull yourself and another hero away from the fight, probably far away from the fight, Liquid have this style of draft that want to chase you, and they can very easily chase you and take you 1 by 1. But right now, they're going to take 2. Jump in. Counter initiation, though.
Got the 1 kill immediately on a Shadow Shaman. He buys back quickly, though, and XD willing to fight this still. Mickey standing his ground, though, in the midst of this fight. They right-clicked in, and there's that Matuma Man punch in the back lines, just creating that chaos. Takes out both the Leshrac and the out. The Wukong's put down, but it was so damn late, and honestly, not the greatest positioning. Morphling able to kind of skirt around it, but as I say this, he's now somewhat trapped in the wards, fighting up against Lulu, manning up, go for the kill on a Morphling, pulling those safe from Matuma Man. This ain't over yet.
I take it back. Matuma Man, the punch does work.
Comes down to the Axe initiation. If he's able to get that call off, really specifically on this Leshrac seems to be the key. Holding him in place and allowing for the follow-up to be there, then they are in a very good spot to have a good time in these events. What's up?
Die.
Each other soon.
Oh, Pings came out. Immediate jump away. They know Axe is here, though. They don't want to walk into him. Zai has been a permanent thorn in their side in this game so far. Old 11 looking to move in. Shiva's Matuma Man in with a jump. The Hex comes out to interrupt him. Kiss in the back line. Wukong's goes down. Stampede to try and reset and get a better position in here, but the Shaman still can't survive through it. Mickey looking for targets. Paparazzi running off to the side. Is going to stand his ground to fight, but Cookie to toss him away in our range of the Monkey King. Stun interruption to the splitter. Fruit gets rid of MK. Paparazzi now in trouble. The splitter follow up from the Morphling shuts him down, and Liquid are dominating this fight.
That Earth Splitter, absolutely crazy damage to Liquid, especially understanding how they need to win a fight after the initiation took place. And they did it appropriately.
damage that came out from that wiping him, he didn't have buyback. So this is 2 lanes. And Liquid get out free without any real punishment for being here. Maybe you could justify Midas because you'd be getting these neutrals quicker, but I want to highlight something for all these people in my pub games that haven't learned yet. Look at this. 2 games in, some of the best players in the world, not a single Midas breaky. Can we get over this in our pub games, please?
Don't get ahead of yourself. There's going to be Midases plenty in this event.
God, this is so furious. BYW. This is infuriating right now. Mickey moves in, stun comes out, the Shrek stuck on the spot for half the Stampede, gets the BKB out, but it's too little too late. Liquid are just out of control in this game, and XG have no way to recover these fights.
And it's just, he's just dead. And this is, yeah, Liquid is making a statement here in game number 2 right now. At 11, he'll be fine at least, but it's over. Yeah, GG, that's it. And this is going to finish in a tied series, of course, 2-game series. So that's it between these 2 teams right now. But nice response from Liquid here in game 2 and get a 1-1 in the end.
Yeah,